Can't wait to get out of here. When are you getting off work? Harvey. Everyone is waiting for you. What are you doing here? Hold on, I'll call you back. Who was that? Nothing, just another producer. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you've been on the phone all the time with the producer. What's your point, Kate? Don't try to make a big deal out of everything. I'm not making a big deal. Everyone at this party is gossiping about you. After your last movie flopped, tell me which producer is that ready to work with you again? The same ones that have replaced you with a younger model? You really shouldn't be talking. Your sense of humor has no value if your talent is faded out. Your career is over, Harvey. You know what? There's no point of talking to you. You're not intellectually suited to comment on my talent or my sense of humor. You got that right. I'm not stupid. This is Harvey Eastwood. And this is Kate Eastwood. And this is their grand mansion in Malibu Colony Beach in Los Angeles, California. Harvey had purchased the place when he married Kate about 8 years ago, when not just Harvey but Kate too was at her prime. Harvey Eastwood was the superstar. And there was a time when Kate was one of the leading actresses in the industry. Both had an esteemed reputation in the field and lived a lavish lifestyle. But as much as they were the sweetest couple to the outside world, little did anyone know the real secrets of Harvey Eastwood. Where is he going? Everyone at the party is talking about you guys. It got pretty loud in there. What happened? Seems like he's gotten loyal to this new girl. I'm telling you, Jenna, he's a pig. Even if he was having an affair, he wouldn't stay away from me. But for the past 6 months, we haven't spent any time together. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. I'm starting to doubt if he's gonna leave me for this chick. Take your time, I'm still at the studio, getting my makeup done. I'm already on my way there. I just can't take it here anymore. For a few months now, Harvey had been seeing a beautiful journalist, Charlize Blanchett. Kate often doubted him, but there was no way she would be able to find out. Harvey had his managers to back him up, and Kate was oblivious of the loft Harvey bought in Beverly Hills, where he went to get away. I may not be a genie, but I can make all your dreams come true. It's on me. Hey there, it's Harvey. No, that's alright. I'll pay my own bill. What's your name? And aside from being gorgeous, what else do you do for a living? I'm Charlize Blanchett. I'm a journalist at BII. But you, Mr. Eastwood, have quite the guts to be fooling around behind your wife's back. What can I say? I like living my life on the edge. Harvey and Charlize started seeing each other and spending a lot of time at the loft. And Harvey was actually starting to fall for this girl. Sometimes Harvey even stayed over a night or two with a random excuse, and Kate was more than busy in her life to have the time to care or actually catch him red-handed. Harvey was sick of the constant bitterness at the mansion. He left in the middle of the party and drove out to Beverly Hills. And finally getting to see Charlize put a smile on his face. What's wrong? What happened? It was her again? That's not what you call marriage. I don't even remember the last time we spoke properly. I want to experience real love, you know? Well, you know you have me. Come on, get your mind off of all that. You know you're the best. I mean, just look at all the awards you have. Yeah, they're all right. All right, this is amazing, Harvey. But when did you get this comedy club award? To be honest, all these other awards are superficial. It's this one that's genuine. It's my life's biggest achievement. Good morning, Harvey. I think I need to get checked out at the doctor. Why? There's something wrong with my eyes. Whenever you show up, I can't take them off of you. All right, Romeo, you're gonna spill your coffee. Is that the Daily IIB? Why are you reading their newspaper? Trust me, they're the worst reporters. Tell me about it. Look at the headlines. Is Harvey Eastwood's acting skills spiraling downhill? What? You're one of the best actors out there. Go on. Harvey Eastwood is losing his charm as the days go by. All of Eastwood's fans agree, not just his latest, A Mystery Beyond the Waves, but the last 3 movies he acted in turned out to be a flop, receiving 1 out of 5 stars. Just as I thought, Buck Hogan, IIB's top critic. In other words, the worst critic. These people are nothing but trolls. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Gotta focus on my next movie. I'm gonna have to fly out of state for a week for shooting. Shooting? Darn. I'm getting late. I still have to get back home and then travel all the way back to the studio. I seriously need to get a place. I'm starting to hate my apartment. You're gonna travel all the way back just to freshen up? Yeah, and in this traffic, I better get going. You know, instead of looking for a new place, why don't you move in here? You're spending much of your days and nights here anyway. You really think so? Yeah, but I'm gonna be leaving in 3 days, so I'll help you move in before that. So Charlize moved into Harvey's loft. The loft had much better security and commodities, and Charlize was enjoying the fact that her studio was nearby. She decorated the place with some of her own furniture and decor, and the place felt just like home. But when Charlize actually started living alone in the apartment, she noticed strange things. Charlize heard the floorboards creak ominously in the middle of the night. She woke up around 1:19 a.m. Exactly, for the past 3 nights, freezing cold. It was winter in LA, but it didn't get cold here like this. Charlize tried fixing the thermostat and calling the management, but this didn't seem like a technical issue. Charlize started to feel these cold chills every now and then. Like when she would walk down the hall. It felt like a cool breeze would brush past her neck. Or when she was in the study catching up on work. It felt like something cold touched her shoulder. Charlize tried to figure a rational explanation. Maybe a cool breeze seeping through the ventilators. But when she began to experience things that could have no explanation at all, she started to consider if there was something otherworldly going on in the apartment. Like the first day she was living alone there, she clearly remembered cleaning out the loft. Where do I put you? This trophy of Harvey's creeped Charlize out for some reason. It was a sculpture of a man staring back at her, and there was a dent on the side of his head. She dropped it into the storage closet and locked the door up. Only to find it back in its place the following morning. Charlize was confused. She went back into the closet, shocked to see there was nothing there. The trophy was back on its shelf. She suddenly wasn't sure if she had put it away in the first place. But when this happened 3 or 4 times, Charlie started to get spooked. How was it moving from its place? Every night when she laid in bed, flinching to the slightest creak in the apartment, or the notion that she saw something move past her, numerous thoughts ran through her mind. Was this apartment haunted? And when things like this continued, Charlize decided to talk to Harvey about it. Hey babe, how's everything going? Harvey, I can't sleep. I feel like someone or something is watching me. Ridiculous. No one is watching you. Do you know how strict the surveillance is there? No, Harvey, this is something else. There's like a presence in this apartment. Alright, have you been binge watching horror shows lately? You've never felt strange in this apartment before? Like it's haunted? Yeah, I have a ton of imaginary friends over there. Say hello to Jim, Tim, and Ron for me. Or more like you murdered one of your girlfriends and placed them in the walls or something. There's no trusting men like you. Are you serious? No, Charlize. You need to get some sleep. You're losing your mind. After speaking to Harvey about the matter, Charlize started to feel a little foolish. What was she thinking? Was it really only sleep she needed? Charlize tossed and turned in bed, when suddenly she noticed something in the shadows of the room. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, Charlize started to make out the figure of a man standing there. Is someone there? But there was no reply. Charlize started to get a bad feeling, like she was stuck in a horrible nightmare. She nervously turned on the nightlight, only to find the room absolutely empty. Charlize's insomnia only got worse after that. She saw a dark figure of a man in the corner of her eyes. Sometimes it felt like he was breathing right over her shoulder. Sometimes it felt like she was being followed. Like someone was there, standing by her bedside, watching her all night. If there was a spirit lurking in the apartment, should she bring in a spiritualist to cleanse the place? No, that was absurd. What would Harvey think? Charlize lay in bed contemplating what she was going to do. It definitely couldn't go on like this. She hadn't slept in over 5 days. Forcing her eyes shut, Charlize managed to doze off, only to wake up from a horrible nightmare. She saw the dark figure chasing her. She saw herself running for her life. The anxiety was awful. She looked at the clock, 1:19 again. She let out a deep breath and went out to the kitchen to grab a glass of water. That's when she suddenly heard the floorboards creak in the hallway. She had been hearing that every night since she moved in. She put down the glass and walked towards the sound. Her heart beat fast every step she took. Charlize suddenly felt that cool presence behind her. She turned around, horrified by that dark figure only a distance away. She fell to the ground in fear, inching back as she screamed. No, no, but the dark figure stepped closer and closer. What do you want? Who are you? Charlize froze, hearing a voice. I am Harvey Eastwood. The spirit of Harvey? How could that be? Suddenly, the phone rang, echoing in the apartment. Charlize looked up to see. It was from Harvey. If the ghost of Harvey Eastwood haunted this loft, then who is she dating? If you're Harvey Eastwood, then who is he? Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.